quite enough speed as the Reds defense manages to get that one out. And Reds with possession is Newell, who just gently sends that one up to Johnson.
Haydock activating deep in attack, and a little bit lucky there, the Reds, not to get a trip, as Haydock did come unstuck. Doing a good job on an aggressive forecheck at the moment, the West Australian team. It's what they need to do now.
And Johnson
and they know it.
And McNabb on that one. Just a lot of
3
neutral
minutes to
zone
go.
play at the moment. These are the dying seconds for the WA team chance to get into the finals for this one. They will have to pull out some magic.
Will they pull the goal there? That's what I want to know.
If they
3 goals, it's a lot to ask. But the consequences of losing this game means they're playing against the South Australian team for third.
Once again into the Quokkas zone. The Quokkas playing quite deep defence at the moment. And going D to D as the Reds are on a change. And West Linnet just backhanding that back into the Quokkas zone. And now the Quokkas looking for a pass, getting that one into the zone. Zuck's heading to the slot. Broken up there.
Drago's pass not quite able to get there. Lieber moving in, pinching in a bit, but they've got Leach on the stretch now. But just picked off, nicely judged there by Thomas. And we get a whistle.
And that will be, I believe, an offside call for a neutral zone face-off.
A little bit of a discussion about the offside, but again, we just have to play to what the referees are saying.
Not super happy about that one. Oh, the Quokkas, and they're speeding back on. They know they've got
90 seconds to play in this final.
As the clock is ticking down. Reds now, a 1-on-0. Watson coming out. Look, they're looking for the shot, and that shot is saved.
Simone Leach there on the stretch pass, getting past the West Australians. They do need to throw everything forward, which does open them up to that, but Leach missing everything. Under a minute now to play.
Another excellent opportunity there.
Cashin in the high slot unmarked, flings the puck in, but misses. Nicely picked up by Watson.
And heading the other way. And Cashin on the puck. Leach heading in with Cashin and Meggs. Another shot. That one, the rebound available as Watson is...
The referee has blown the whistle.
A goal.
Referee's blown a whistle, but no goal. But it's not going to matter. The clock will keep ticking because the margin is greater than 2 goals. This little bit of lying around behind the play will run the clock down to the point where that will pretty much conclude the game. Leach a little slow to get to her feet. He's probably about as tired as it's possible for a human being to be. But that's with 20 seconds to play. West Australians with one last chance to get some pride out of this game, with McNabb getting a shot.
That goes high off Lester. I'm trying to get that shot in. Only Antle in the slot, and well marked there by the Reds defense. Reds heading the other way. This is Van der Vliet.
McNabb flies the flag of surrender and drops her stick and skates over, and that's it. And the Melbourne Reds have made their way through to the grand final at 5 o'clock, and the West Australian Quokkas, they fought it to the finish, and they did everything they could in that game. Just a little bit overwhelmed by the pace of the Reds, but there's been a bit of a consequence for that. The collision that happened in that last 45 seconds or so, Simone Leach very slow to leave the ice, and she has a history of a knee injury, and it looks like she may have aggravated that. Of course, we do hope that she is all right. But we will have the finals this afternoon, and it will be the Melbourne Reds competing against the Central Coast Stingrays in the grand final at 5 p.m. And the West Australian Quokkas will be playing against the Adelaide Hidden Gems at 3:40 p.m. our time, which for those of you in West Australia will be 12:40. For South Australians, that will be 3:40, less 3:10 p.m. for those of you in South Australia who are going to tune in and watch it on our live stream. Thank you very much for being with us through this morning. Thank you very much, Zoe, for your excellent play-by-play calling on this game. And we will be back with you for the consolation game between the Melbourne Flaming Galahs and the Melbourne Furies, and that's at 2:30 p.m. And it's all Melbourne affair, so I suspect we don't need to give you times in other time zones. You probably don't care about that one because it's a Melbourne thing. But that's between those two teams at 2:30 p.m. And we'll be back with you around about them. I can't wait for it. Now bring it on.
See you.